Hey everybody, how you doing today? I've got another relationship or marriage question for you that is absolutely a game changer. I think it's something that is so foundational and critical, so you're really going to want to pay attention to it. Here's the question for you. Do you know how to build and maintain trust in your marriage or relationship? Do you know how to build and maintain trust in your marriage or relationship? Hi, my name is Kelly. I'm a pastor, police chaplain, marriage coach, and the author of this book, Turn It Up, How to Have the Lifelong Marriage That You Really Want. So I'm excited about being here with you today and to, talk to you about this very, very important topic because trust is critical. Trust is foundational because here's the bottom line. Really what everyone, in fact, John Gottman, one of the most famous and well-respected researchers in relationships and marriage, puts it this way. He says the number one thing that a woman looks for in a man, the number one quality, it's not his good looks, it's not his money. You know what it is? Can he be trusted? It's trustworthiness. Trust is absolutely critical and foundational. And it's really because you're not going to open up your heart or open up your soul, really, open up your heart, really get close to somebody that you're afraid they're going to hurt you. In other words, you can't trust them. So I want to talk to you about how to build that trust. Before I get to that, let me give you the opposite of trust. It's betrayal. And I've talked to lots of people, by the way, who would never dream of cheating on their spouse. They're faithful, but you know what they do? They betray their spouse because they put their work or their career ahead of their marriage. Interesting. You see, what is betrayal? Betrayal is any time you put someone or something ahead of your marriage. Anything. It could be your hobbies. It could be your work, your career. Could be your kids. Ladies, you're so focused on raising those kids. And I get it. You love those kids and you want to see them grow strong and healthy. But if those kids become more important to you than your husband, you know what? Your marriage is going to get in trouble and be in trouble. So trust is absolutely critical and foundational to the health of a marriage. And here's the thing I want you to remember. Trust is like a bank account. And what do you do when you go to the bank or when you do your banking online maybe? You make deposits and you make withdrawals, right? Well, trust works the same way. You make deposits and you make withdrawals. So a trust withdrawal is when you do something that causes that person that you love to doubt you. Can I trust you? I don't know what to count on with you. You say one thing and then you do something else. You promise me this and then you don't follow through on it. Or, like I said earlier, you betray me by putting someone else or something else in front of our relationship. So that's a withdrawal. What is a deposit? Well, it's when you do the opposite of that, when you do things that then help this person trust you. So here's a couple of really quick suggestions. I've got 6 of them, very quick for you here. Number one, how do you make trust deposits? Number one, do what you say you'll do. It's simple, guys. Gals, it's really simple, but this is how trust is built, little by little, day by day. If you say you're going to be home at 6, be home at 6. Today, my wife told me she's going to be home between 3 and 4. So you know what? I'm going to count on that. And if she can't make it, then I expect her to send me a text or call and say, hey, I'm running late. Here's what's going on. Because then I can plan what I'm going to do this afternoon. So do what you say you're going to do. If you make a commitment to mow the lawn or clean out the garage or, whatever it might be, if you say, hey, I'll manage our finances, all right, well, then do what you say you're going to do. Follow through on that. If you can't, be responsible for that. And I've got a lot of other recordings that talk about how to, make requests and follow up with a promise to fulfill that request. You might want to check those out. The second thing is be transparent. When you're married or when you're in a committed relationship, if you're not married yet, your phone, your computer are all open. Yep. Absolutely. I know my wife's password. She knows mine. She can look at my phone anytime. I can look at hers. She can look at my social media accounts. I can look, well, she doesn't have any, but if she did, yeah, all of those things, social media, anything, it's all transparent. I am here for you to, I'm here for you, and you can check out what I'm doing online and in my phone anytime. I'm not going to hide anything from you. The other thing too is that in terms of being transparent is that when you make a mistake, and I've been actually tripped up by different websites or things that, I'll search for one thing and then I'll see something else and I'll click on it without really thinking what it is. And then I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't want to look at this website. This is, bordering on pornography, and I definitely don't want to go there. I've gone to my wife. She has no idea that I did this. And I've gone and I've confessed that. Why? Because I don't want to hide anything. If you're in a job where you're constantly interacting with members of the opposite sex, tell your spouse about that. Hey, you know what? Had a great conversation with his friend, or if you have a friend, but keep those relationships professional. And then if they stray into something that's not, confess that. Don't wait for your spouse to find out. Let them know ahead of time, hey, I messed up, but here's what I'm going to do about it. Number 3 is don't just apologize when you mess up, change. Yeah, see, it's our actions that really speak louder than words. And what your spouse wants to know, what's going to build trust, what's going to help you, make a trust deposit, is when you do what you say you're going to do, but then change. Honey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do this. I did it, but you know what? I'm not going to do it again. And then don't do it again, whatever that might be. And if you need help, that's number 4. Get help from others. I do marriage coaching, and this is not a sales pitch by any means, but I've found that in the coaching that I provide to couples, that I'm able to help them get some things in place in their relationship that really set them up for success. So get help from others. Maybe it's a therapist, maybe a mentor, but somebody who can teach you the skills you need to do and learn and then apply, and then somebody that can walk with you and let you know how you're doing and hold you accountable for that. So get help from others. Number 5, ask God to help you. A great verse on this is Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. It says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. If you want your spouse to trust you, trust God and ask God to help you be a trustworthy person and to guide you and show you what to do when you're not. Because none of us are perfect. We all make mistakes, myself included. So what do you do to clean up those mistakes? And that's a whole nother teaching. But you know what I'm saying is that when you clean up your errors, when you make mistakes, then that builds trust as well. Finally, number 6, be patient. Okay? You didn't screw up your relationship overnight. You're not going to fix it overnight. So little by little, be patient, make trust deposits, let those things grow. And then gradually you're going to see your husband or your wife or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your fiance open up their hearts to you, because they're going to see that you are a good man or a good woman. They're going to see that you do follow through on what you say. They're going to know that you're not going to hurt them. And because you're not going to hurt them, they can trust you. Well, that's it for me for now. Best way to get other resources like this, check out my other recordings, both on video and on podcast. But the best thing to do is head to my website, which is turnitup.coach. And when you're there, you can book a free call with me. Glad to help you create a roadmap on how to get your relationship stronger and better than it is now, whether you're married or not. And so I am very excited about offering that to you. God bless you guys. Have an awesome day, and may God bless your marriage.